and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, here with your readings for December the 2nd through December the 8th. These readings are, first of all, if you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so happy that you found this channel. I really hope you enjoy these readings and that you will return. And if you are returning, guys, I thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate your love and your loyalty. And thank you for coming back. And these readings are for the collective, guys. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't assume that everything I say here is applicable to you. If you would like a more in-depth, tailored and personal reading, please click on this link here and that will take you to my website and you can check out all the readings that I offer. Now, what else? This is for your sun, moon and rising also. And all the links to the other videos will be down below. Sometimes it takes me a minute to get them all up there, but check underneath and you'll get those links to everything you need below. Now, I have a Facebook group, guys, and I do a live feed every 2 weeks in that Facebook group, which correlates with either the full moon or the new moon. And we look at how you are receiving the energy of the new moon or the full moon, respectively. And whoever shows up, we look at those horoscope signs. And I have my tarot cards on hand to answer any questions. So we have a really good time in that group. It's very positive, it's very nurturing, and it's a private group. So if you would like to join, click on the link below and that will take you, and all you have to do is answer a couple of questions and you'll get in. Now, what else? Yes, another way to support this channel, guys, is through Patreon. Click on that link there and check out my Patreon page. I post things on Patreon that I don't post anywhere else. And I am working on a project that will be available to my patrons for free, and there'll be a charge for other people. So they get to see things first sometimes, before I release it. These readings come in 3 sections. This is the intro, then there's the astrology report, and then there's the tarot reading. So I will have skip times to each section below. There'll be timestamps there so that you can skip. If you're checking out your sun, moon and rising, you don't have to check out the astrological or the intro again. All right, guys. So without further ado, let's go to the astrology report, shall we? Hello and welcome to the astrology report section of your reading. And we have a huge shift in energy this week. We've probably been feeling it a little bit, well, most likely. So Monday, December the 2nd, Jupiter moves into Capricorn. This is a huge shift in energy. It's moved from Sagittarius, which is its home sign, fire and excitement and passion, and it's moving into a earth sign, which is grounding and practical, a very, very different energy. Now it's been in Sagittarius for the better part of a year, and it'll be in Capricorn until December the 19th, 2020. So it's going to be there for just over a year. Now, Jupiter expands our experiences, our knowledge, and whatever actually we're focused on at the time. Jupiter represents optimism and growth and generosity and abundance. And in Sagittarius, Jupiter encouraged us to develop our cultural and spiritual awareness, and to raise our higher minds, to broaden our outlook, and to have faith. Now, as Jupiter enters Capricorn, we now have a different focus. Jupiter in this earth sign of Capricorn will make us more practical and realistic. We're motivated to achieve our goals by visualizing our success. It's kind of concrete. It's very grounded and very kind of realistic. We grow and expand our horizons through action. So it's about doing, not about just, contemplating and thinking of brilliant ideas. It's very kind of grounding. And we're not so easily enticed by get rich quick schemes that we may be thinking of, we may have been thinking of in Sagittarius. During Jupiter's transit through Capricorn, we are less likely to take risks. We need clear goals and strong plans to get tangible results. Jupiter in Capricorn can attract good fortune when we organize and conduct ourselves with integrity, and when we're ethical and mature. We need to be disciplined and committed to a methodical step-by-step approach to realize our goals. We have a strong need for concrete results and security. We need to be aware of a self-serving attitude, though, and cultivate patience and tolerance for weaknesses during this transit. Jupiter is about expansion, as I said before, so there can be a danger of overdoing things. We could expand our waistline, for instance. We can do things that, we can overdrink, overeat, anything that's kind of addictive, gambling. We can have that tendency. So it's really important to be aware of that tendency and not to engage in any kind of addictive behavior. Now, on Tuesday, December the 3rd, Mercury is sextile to Pluto. That's a lovely aspect. Now, Mercury is the planet of communication and thought, and Mercury is in Scorpio, right, which is ruled by Pluto. So we're already in this deep thinking, contemplative, thoughtful communications kind of energy. And then with Mercury sextiling Pluto, the ruler of Scorpio, we're likely to delve even deeper into the crevices of our mind. Personal growth and deep conversations and connections are possible. This is a wonderful energy to go into therapy, to do some therapeutic work, or even past life regressions. Now, later on the same day, Venus is sextile to Mars. Now, Venus and Mars are the archetypal lovers, right? Passion. So we can expect passion. And physical, sensual exploration, even perhaps eroticism, and could even be kind of sexual taboos, because, Mercury and Pluto are also, we've got that energy going on. Now, on Sunday the 8th, the Sun is square to Neptune. This is a very challenging aspect and can lead to oversensitivity. Feeling a lack of energy and a lack of motivation. Neptune can be visionary at its best, but with this aspect, it can be delusional. We can easily be duped and lied to. So resist taking any risks or making any life-changing decisions at this time, because we can all be prey to people who are, being a little nefarious and perhaps not telling us the truth. And we too can perhaps hide things and not be so honest ourselves. Now, we can also fall prey to depression or melancholy during this time too. Now, later, about 12 hours later, just over 12 hours later, the good news is that Neptune and Venus will bring your focus to romance and sensual feelings again. So it's a great time to explore creative, romantic, sensual activities with your partner, or indeed go on dates if you're single. It's a good energy to meet someone. It's very kind of magnetic. So love is in the air, guys. Though resist the urge to make any commitments at this time. Without further ado, let's go to your tarot reading, shall we? Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your the tarot card section of your reading for December the 2nd through December the 8th. This is for Scorpio. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Scorpio for the week of December the 2nd through December the 8th? This is for Scorpio. Scorpio. Three cards for Scorpio, please. Three cards for Scorpio. Three cards for, there's one, two more cards for Scorpio, please. Two more cards for, oh, there's another one. Oh, there's crossover, guys. One more card for Scorpio, please. Yes. Alrighty then. Well. Okay. Now, let's go to the clarifying cards for Scorpio. All right. These are clarifying cards for Scorpio. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Scorpio through these clarifying cards for the week of December the 2nd through December the 8th? Please clarify. Please clarify. And please clarify. Alrighty then, here we go. Let's take a look at your card, shall we, Scorpio? Here you go. All right, the first card out for you is the Five of Wands, clarified by the Ace of Wands. Then you have the Three of Swords, clarified by the Two of Wands. And then you have the Three of Pentacles, clarified by the Five of Wands yet again. These are both the same cards from different decks. Alrighty then, darling. It's going to be, excuse me, a bit of a challenging week for you. I mean, astrologically anyway, because, you know, you have Pluto playing a big role, and Pluto is your ruler. So it's about being very sensitive, very deep this week. And here we have the Five of Wands. So there's conflict somewhere. I think there might be conflict at work or conflict within the family. There is like a little bickering, backbiting. It's not major, but left to its own devices will get bigger and cause I want to say like a little, crack in the foundation kind of thing. So this is, when this comes up, it's really important to handle it, but handle it in a diplomatic and creative way. When you handle it, this is when no one's being heard, right? It's like everybody's kind of battling at the same time and no one's being heard. So this is a chance to kind of facilitate everyone getting heard, everyone having a turn to talk about how they feel. This can be a family meeting. This can be something at work. Whatever this is, there's a reward when you handle this. It can either be a deeper connection, it can be your team at work, it can either be a deeper connection and a more meaningful connection going forward, or, the powers that be can recognize your conflict resolution skills or your problem solving skills, things like that. It's rewarding. And look, you have the Ace of Wands clarifying it. So this is a brilliant idea in how to handle this, right? And it's something, this is like a spark that starts a flame, that lights a flame, that lights a fire, and it can be, very passionate. So I feel that whatever conflict is going on, either within your relationship, your family, or at work, when you handle this, you can reach new heights. So this is about letting everybody be heard. The bottom line, it's letting everybody be heard. And so you can even create a game, perhaps. Okay, you know, when people like, I remember when I went to a private sweat lodge once, and we had to hold something, and you know, you say, you know, I am Mary and I will speak, and when you finish, I am Mary and I have spoken. You know, you put your name out there, so it can be something like that. You can make it fun, you know. The next card out is the Three of Swords, and this is definitely, this can be the Sun square to Neptune. Neptune is suffering. It's, you know, being, and you're already deep in thought, you know. Pluto rules your sign, so you go deep, you go into those dark crevices of your mind, and you can feel this pain quite easily, Scorpio. So this pain is coming up for you and a lot of people this week. You're not alone. This is an opportunity to really kind of connect the dots, though, to really go in and look at this. This is an ideal time for therapy. You know, listen, the conflict within your mind, you know, discussing it with someone or a trusted friend or a counselor or something. I feel that you can really get to the bottom of some things, and perhaps, you know, I don't want to say eradicate this pain. This pain is kind of always dull on the inside, but it doesn't rear. It's never as penetrating as it. You know, once you deal with it, it's never that penetrating again. It's never that hurtful. It's never that deep. It's there, and you may feel it, but it's not as eviscerating as it, you know, is in the beginning, or the avoidance of it. Look, you've got the Two of Wands here, and I feel that this is an incredible opportunity for you to really move forward. And I feel that your horizons will broaden. There's definitely incredible potential for growth here, and to rise above all this. And the Two of Wands can also mean being a team player. I'm really getting that for you. It's about really being, now if it's your relationship, it's about being, hearing each other out. It's about being a team. It's about having each other's back. It's about understanding where the other person comes from. And you know, if it's at work, it can be, you know, whatever this is. This is an incredible opportunity. This guy is standing there holding the world in the palm of his hand. This is like really incredible for you to move forward, Scorpio. I can't stress how great this is. And, you know, there's no gain without pain, right? Sometimes that's the motivational, you know, the impetus for us to get help, to change, to grow. To be the best we can be. And here you have the Three of Pentacles, which is more teamwork, right? And it is about allowing someone else, listening to somebody else. Because there, you know, in the traditional card, there are two nobles, and they're listening to it's about focusing. They're listening to somebody who, you know, an apprentice who has expertise in that area. So this is really focusing on creativity, look, conflict again, being creative, letting everyone be heard, being a team player. You don't have to be dogmatic. You don't have to, you know, don't run away from this. This will be really incredibly rewarding when you deal with this conflict, whatever this conflict is for you. If it's internal, you know, deal with it. Get some help. You know, listen to it. Write things down if it's your own turmoil. But I really think it's external, and it will send you inside. So you want to be more open and more realistic and more honest and more of a team player. Scorpio, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it with friends, family, neighbors, co-workers. Put it on social media. Comment. I live for comments and feedback, and I always respond and reply. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.